Hello everyone, I'm Alistair and welcome back to our insane playthrough in this lovely Niagara Waterfalls. Currently, we have 27 beavers. We survived for now. We are in the middle of a bad tide in progress. 30 days to go, nothing serious really. I built this little power plant in the last episode, which is proving to be very useful for our teeny tiny industry here, even when most of it is turned off right now. But that's okay. We just need mostly planks to be made at this time. These new, sluices are working perfectly for getting rid of the bad tide. That's awesome. And what I want to do for the next drought, through the bad tide, but next drought, I'm going to build that outlet for the bad tide here finally. So we will stop contaminating our main water source. But we need to wait for the drought. Let's at least for now build stairs down here, get rid of these trees. Maybe I can even be chopping them down, as we can use more logs. I can do it this way. That will be for logs. And here have a like one lumberjack. It's quite far away, but we can do it. Let's have it here. And except of only surviving, I will try to expand our storage, water storage to be more precise. Yes, we are building this one here, which I need gears. Am I making gears? No, gear workshops are closed. Unfortunately, I don't have any beavers, any unemployed beavers right now. Anyways, these two storages are empty. Let's get rid of them. Get rid of this one. We are not really using them, so no point having them. This one will be emptied. And I will rather expand this area with more, more sunflowers. Yeah, we are missing those mostly. Let's plant more sunflowers here, shall we? I would even build these storages here on top of the water, but we don't have that much of the planks. But at least what I can do, I can build them here. This is not that deep. The only thing I need is to build a bridge here to get on the other side. So it will be connected with these pumps. And then let's add here. We can have... Let's go from the corner. If I get rid of this staircase, which is not necessary right now, we can have one large tank here. And then we can have a large tank here. This will be a little bit more costly, but nothing terrible, really. Yeah, I need one more, of course. And we can have two more tanks here. We just need to make more planks and more gears. So where do I get some beavers? And no, I won't be pausing the fluid dumps. I don't care that they can, stay like this for a couple of days. I play it that way, that I always keep them running. Because, for one, I won't forget about them. And second, they are using less water when they are just topping this up when it is already full. So they are not really using that free water in an hour. And there is not really harm to leaving them there. It's just that I need beavers, but I will not be taking them from there. I rather pause the grill here or lower the amount of farmers that we have. And now let's open the gear workshop and another lumber mill. And I have one more unemployed. Let's put him into work here. We need more logs, of course. This one down up here is not that important right now. I can lower even the builders to 1. Is enough. We are not building anything big and I want to build a stockpile mostly. So let's have 2 lumberjacks here for now, and then I will swap one of them for the forester to replant the trees. And this is how I will roll it. I'm going to check quickly how much water we will need with, like, let's say we have 35 beavers, right? 35 beavers, that they will be using approximately around 126 water a day, and for a 100-day drought we will need 12,600 water, so I will be aiming for that. And currently we can hold only 8,000 water, so we need to increase it to 12,600. What did I destroy? Ah, that was the road. My bad, sorry. Let's plant sunflowers here. So we are at 7,700. So that will be plus 1,200, so that's 900. Okay, let's say 9,000, whatever. 9,000. It doesn't need to be precise. 9,000, this will be. Then 200. 11,400. Okay, that will be much closer, but it will not be enough. But we will get there. And then here I will have another one. Like this. Okay. And maybe I should try to get explosives. And I will be getting rid of these small tanks too. Okay, another big one was built. So let's empty these smaller tanks. Let's empty them all and get rid of them. Together with that pump. Okay, these tanks can go. Maybe I will build a few more houses here, since I want to expand the population, as I said already. And maybe from the other side I will add another large water pump later. Not right now, but maybe next season. So we have a little bit higher capacity. Or maybe, yes, I should replace these three. I should replace them for the big ones. Yeah, let's get rid of it. We are going to rebuild this a little bit. So that will be room for another pump on this level. And up here, let's go like this. And here I can have this large water pump. Yeah. And we can get rid of these platforms so we can reach even deeper. Or no, that's maximum. Okay, never mind anyways. There is plenty of rubbish down here. They should have collected it already. So many resources. Our industry is working well when we have plenty of power. Look at that. We are using like a quarter of the power. Now, the 1/3 right now. 500 power is being used. And they already started building these platforms. Nice. I think it's time for another house to expand the population. We can't be stagnating like this forever. Let's start this episode with 2 new lodges. What about that? Yeah. This road I will rebuild that later. Even this is not necessary here. I can have maybe... I was thinking about having here a station, but I don't need it. I have station here, it's quite close. Okay, this needs some adjustments here. Alright, they were emptied and I already deleted them. Let's keep collecting that rubbish. And please prioritize this and this. We are going to have more houses. We need to grow our population to make significant progress. Yep, 1 new lodge was built. Lovely stuff. This road... yeah, let's move it down here. Yeah, so it looks a little bit nicer. I could have some decoration, well-being stuff here, like rooftop terraces. Rooftop terrace and some decorations here. We need to make this town less miserable. And for now, have where it is decorations, rooftops here. But they will not be here forever, as I will add more watches on top of it later. Facing this way here, on the road. For now, this will do. We have 3... We are lacking 3 workers, okay. What can I pause? Yeah, let's pause one lumber mill. Yeah, we have plenty of planks right now. Even the gears are good. They are not using that much as I have only 2 builders, so it takes time for them to build anything. And I really need more beavers. We need more haulers to help transferring the resources around the town, especially the water from the water pumps. And then the rest, mostly the water, yeah, to the tanks. Why aren't you pumping? Come on. They are barely working. I don't know what's going on with these 3. Oh, I guess I know what's going on. Their storage is being always full. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I need more haulers to help with that issue. Oh, look at that. We have 9 children in a colony. I don't know if we had more than that. But anyways, that's a really high number. And a good one. The city must grow. We need more people to handle all the things that's happening all around. And builders... Oh, this is disconnected. I forgot about that. So they are wasting their time. Oh, no, 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 no. Don't use this. Let's delete that. They were transferring the wood there. No, 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 no. Bad idea, bad idea. Don't do that. We have 2 large piles here, completely full, so I paused the lumberjacks so they can be working as a builders right now. We need those large tanks to be built, and a new pump would be really nice. If I can click on it, come on, where it is? Here. Let's put it on slightly higher priority. How we are doing with resources? Yes, we are doing great. We need to be only mostly careful about the water. The food should be alright. We have good stockpile of potatoes and wheat flour, which I can expand. Yeah, this area down here is not really used. So you know what, let's get rid of those levees. They were useless anyways. And I'm going to add more storages down here. It will be a little bit further away, but whatever. They are like emergency storage, and this will be for potatoes, and another one for the flour. Yeah. That will take some time for them to build, but that's okay. We have plenty of work going on right now. They are building this water tank, these 2 new, and new large water pump. Ooh, we have 4 unemployed. Okay. Definitely, let's increase holding post by 2. And we started using some logs, so open again one of the lumberjacks. And we have 28 beavers right now. Soon there will be 30. And I was calculating that on 35 beavers or 30? I don't remember. Let me check again. But I think it was 35. Yeah, it was 35. Okay. We are good, good, good. 29 working adults. Everything is being done much quicker. Look at that. One of the large tanks were already built. We just need more pumps and help this pump with delivering the water. As they are spending a lot of time just traveling up and down. I need a lot of haulers. I'm not even prioritizing all the buildings, just a few of them. The industry is not prioritized anymore, only the grist mill, which is like a really critical infrastructure. And nothing much else, really. Mostly the food production. Food production and water production needs to be prioritized by them. Oh, I am out of gears. Alright, so we need to make much more. Let's pause the smelter. We have enough metal blocks right now, and we are not really using that much. Yeah, we will be using some for the water tanks, but that's okay. Let's keep it paused for now. I have 6 hours now working. That's quite a big portion of the population, but it needs to be done. And another tank was built. I know, very exciting news. And another tank is being currently built. Yeah, I will need to turn on the smelter back again. But first let's make more gears before I do that. And 32 beavers we have. Yo, yo, yo. But that's not our final form. We need at least 100 beavers on this lovely map. And there is plenty of water to do that. What I need to do is to make a big dam here. And hold all the water inside. But there are bad water sources, so it will not be that easy. But I can keep expanding what we have. We can make another expansion later. But for now, this is working well. We don't really need to do it in a current situation. Right now, we need to increase our water tank storages. Increase the pumping throughput with a new pump. Then maybe increase the production of food if we need to. And keep growing population. So we can do more stuff. More quicker. And not stagnate. At least not for too long. And so far, everything is going alright. Surprisingly, I know. Okay, this I can even get rid of it. I will not be building that ever, probably. As we don't really need it. Nor that I'm using it really. We have this big dam, and that's what matters. Now the productivity is 70%. The haulers are helping them with transferring the water. That's perfect. And this large water tank has all the resources except for the gears. So we need only to make more of those and it will be done. But we are using all the planks. They may have started on working on the new platforms here maybe? No, they are spending it all here, I guess. Yeah. Let's speed things up a little bit. Because there is not much happening. Only 2 more days in a bad tide. We have still plenty of water down here in the reservoir. Plenty of logs. We are not even using them quick enough. But that's good. That's a good problem to have. For the change. And I'm missing 6 beavers, really? Where? Ah, the new pump was built. Okay. So that was 3. And 3 more. Yeah, the inventor, gear workshop. And a forester. Okay, so yeah, they died from old age. 3 beavers. I'm thinking about increasing the well-being. Maybe we can build a farmer monument. It costs only logs, and we have, apparently, good amount. And I have just 1,000 science, so let's spend it and build the monument here in the center of our colony, on top of that storage. Yeah, that will be 200 logs. And that should increase at least by 1 point, maybe 2. The well-being. Currently it's sitting at 17, which is quite alright. But we can do better. And half a day to go. Ah, they built this rooftop terrace here after some time. I should add here some campfires too while we are at it. Anyways, we are not using this land for anything special. And we can fit 2 here at least. And the bad tide is gone. So let's release the bad water. And flush it out, so I'm going to lower the floodgates. And we didn't even use that much water. We were even increasing our storage throughout the bad tide, thanks to our increasing number of water tanks. So now we can hold 12,300 water. So that's only 300 short from what I calculated, but I will be adding more tanks. But first, yeah, we need to make more planks. Yeah, first let them finish the buildings that's going on all around the colony and make more resources. Well, more planks mostly. Okay, we can see as the bad water is being flushed out from the reservoir, and soon there will be only nice and clean water. Oh, they are already working on that monument. 24 logs only were delivered so far, but they are still working on other stuff around, I guess. And then later, when we have enough planks, we can build this brazier of bonding next to it. But that will cost 400 planks. I don't even have a storage for that many planks right now. Yeah, and we need to start replanting trees. So let's have our foresters working again. How's the planks going on? Very slowly. But at least we have 60 gears. I need to just open the smelter again. We will need more metal blocks for more storage tanks. Yeah, 30 metal blocks for one. And we have 278 scrap. Okay, there are a few ruins here that we can still gather, but that's like 30 something scrap, so that's nothing. That will be gone in a minute. This one is closest, I guess. I mean the ruins where we can get. I just need to build a road all the way there, and maybe even a station, maybe, but probably not. So this will be next destination for our scavenger flag, and then we have these last ruins, and that's it on a map, I guess. No, here. Oh, here is another underground ruins. All the way back here in the corner. Okay. This large pile is not needed anymore. And another mine is down here. Alright, so I will need to build out a mine here or all the way back here. And we increased our well-being to 21. Lovely. I should lower my mic a little bit. I almost completely missed that. I couldn't see this portion of my screen. Yeah, bad setup. But this mine is much closer than the one that is here in a corner, so I think I will go for this one. But first we will need to close this bad water source. This will be expensive. I don't even have unlocked the mine right now, so it doesn't really matter. But 350 gears and 200 treated planks. Yeah, I have 22 treated planks. That will take some time to get there, and to close this bad water source we will need this bad water dome, 2000 science. I should build a number cruncher. Finally. Oh wait, we have an observatory. Yeah. I'm not playing as an iron tit. My bad. So I will need an observatory. But that way we will be generating much more science than with the inventors. What do I need for it? Except for, of course, unlock it with science points. 80 planks, 30 gears, 10 pine resin. It's not even that expensive. It just requires power. Okay, increase these floodgates back again so we can fill up the reservoir. And we are down to 25 beavers. Yeah, too many of beavers died of old age. Okay, so let's pause a few buildings here and there. Let's lower the hovers to 3. And the new storages for wheat, flour and potatoes were built. Nice. We can store a little bit more again. And we are almost at 10,000 water stored. How we are doing with planks? Yeah, open that lumber mill again. Let's lower our builders to only 2. And maybe build another water tank somewhere. Or at least start working on it. What about here? Since we already made some of them. Well, built some of them here. Let's go this way. Yeah, this will need a lot of planks. But whatever. We can always grow more trees. Unlimited resource. And here I want another water tank. Maybe I should, yeah. I have 2 unemployed. Let's turn this pump on. And fill these large tanks, as we have still 2 empty. Let's fill them up. Because the drought is approaching. So I will have only 1 builder for now. Let's increase the holes back to 4. I'm wondering how long this drought will last. Hopefully not too long. I would like to survive this. And we are not really increasing the water production. Yeah, they are wasting a lot of time traveling, but I can't do really anything about it. I would like to have more haulers. But we are in no position right now to increase it. These ruins were depleted, okay. So that scavenger post is not needed and it's gone. And I'm thinking where to get more people for water pumping. Let's pause the grill for now. Let's increase the haulers to 8 beavers. Let's pause the gear production. 1 lumber mill. And stop the smelter for now. 0.1 days. Yeah, and the drought is here and it is only 40 days. So this is perfectly fine. But anyways, let's fill those storages completely. I would like to see them full. So I will keep running 2 pumps for now. Interesting to see them traveling all around like this. So they deem this route much quicker than going to a station and just jumping across. Maybe. Well, they like it, so I don't care. Maybe I can build the platforms across. Like a bridge. And no, I won't be building these bridges as they are a bit short and I don't really like them. So let's have platforms. I like platforms. At least keep my builders busy. Well, my 1 builder busy. Currently we have 30 beavers. Maybe I can add another lodge. Just 1 here. With the roof and highest priority. Let's have 3 more beavers. Oh, 10,000 water stored. Perfect. A new lodge built. That means we will have even more beavers. We will be stronger and more susceptible to dying off because of the thirst. Or food. Food went... No, it went only 100 down. Yeah, that's okay. At first I thought that we start losing food. The only thing that we are not really having is sunflower seeds, as they are eating all of them. And let's see the satisfaction. Yeah, it went down. We could really grow a little bit more instead of for wheat, as we have plenty of flour. So let's get rid of this little patch of flour here. Wheat here. Future flour, let's remove that. and replace that with our future sunflower seeds. What about that? I could use another builder. We have only one. One poor builder doing all the building stuff around. One poor beaver. Ah yeah, forget. I wanted to block this somewhere around here. To save a little bit on water from this void dump. Nothing serious. And I like to see that they are using this rooftop terrace and campfires here. One unemployed, employ him as a beaver. Employ the beaver as a beaver. Employ him as a builder, damn it. And help him to work around here. And let's turn on the grill again. How we are doing with the showers? Should I increase them? Build more? Redford, no, we are doing alright. And even the monument was built, I forgot about it. That probably was finished when we increased the wellbeing to 21. Maybe I should try going for the grilled chestnuts. Not really a sputter dog, I don't have a room for that. But chestnuts, we should be able to do that. And maple pastries. I just need a piece of irrigated land where I can grow trees all year round. But first, I will need to increase the population. Or maybe lower the amount of oaks that we are growing here. But I don't really like that idea. I want to have some, spare logs. I don't want to be cutting them out completely. And our tanks are almost completely filled up. And we have 8 haulers. Oh boy. That's a lot. But that's a good number. Oh yeah, it's drought. We are out of power. I forget. So we will not be manufacturing that much throughout this drought, it seems. Yeah, at least fill up the storage with the planks. And gears. And then I will swap the production for smelter. And let's pause one of the pumps. One should be enough right now. And it is drought. Yeah, I said that I will go and rebuild this, so let's do that. I won't be chopping down these trees. Let's just get rid of them. And here, I need to get rid of this one. Yes. And have a sluice here. Later we can add another sluice there. And this doesn't need to be anything fancy. I don't even need to get rid of that many trees. So let's cancel that. Let's just get rid of these here. I will put it on the highest priority here. I have 4 builders, and maybe I should have reconnected those stations. Can I build a pylon? Yeah, I would need to build a pylon here. We should be able to get there. And then connect it like this. To save on some traveling distance. And traveling times. Let's build a pylon first, please. Okay, they're already delivering there. Let's have a smelter running again. Even with the limited power, at least they will be producing some metal blocks. If not... Okay, the line is working again. So now they can start working on this. Well, this will not take long. Let's have it this way. When this is built, I will just remove the stairs. And remove this one, replace it with the sluice. And build platforms on top and permeable floor. So it will not be spilling out everywhere. It will be just going outside of the map. And this will be closed below the contamination of 5%. And this closed above the 5% contamination. And it should be automated after that. Okie dokie. Last levy should be done soon, today. Okay, now. Get rid of the stairs, this levy. Another sluice here. Platforms, it probably doesn't even need to be that big, but whatever. I like it. And use the levees. We don't have really that much metal to spare, so let's use levees to cover it. Highest priority, and let them do it. And then it should be automated. We will test it right next the bad tide. Yeah, so many hungry beavers. I was running in at 30 speed, and that's not a good idea to be doing, as I find out on my other playthrough when I lost around 100 beavers or even more. Yeah, they weren't eating, even if I had thousands and thousands of food. So, not a good idea to be running it at 30 speed when you have bigger colonies with bigger distances, travel distances. We have a 2 unemployed. Let's have a new scavenger flag here with a new large pile for the scrap metal. And the other one will go where? And the other beaver. My inventors are working. What do I really need for that? Observatory, 1000 science, yeah, 80 planks, we can have that. I will be unlocking the observatory and I will be sending some unemployed beavers there, and I will be deleting the inventors. Even if the observatory will not be working constantly as it requires power, it will still produce more than these two. These are producing 1 science point per hour, and the observatory is making 10 in 0.75 hours, so 3/4 of hour they make 10 science. Much better. They just need 200 power. And we have unlocked these large windmills, but I didn't replace them yet. So we need 30 paper for one. So let's build at least one for now. Up here. I'm thinking about how to connect them then to the power shafts. Yeah, let's do it this way. For now. And the power shaft. And I'm open the paper mill too, to make more paper, and I will be replacing, well, not right now replacing the small windmills, but I will build a bunch of new ones. There's a large one, and then I will replace the old ones. Okay, so it needs to be 3 blocks away from each other. Let's build another one there. So these will be our 2 first large windmills. For now, yeah, they are still working on this, but soon that will be ready. Ah, my lovely beavers are still alive. I just went to make some lovely coffee. Okay, everything seems to be alright. I wasn't that long far away from the computer, and this is done. Yes. Okay, this will work now automatically when the bad tide will hit us. So we will test it very soon, I guess. And all of our water tanks are full. Yeah, we now have 13,500 water. So what does that mean? We need more. Always more. How we are doing with planks? Not great, yeah. When you don't have enough power, it's kinda hard to make more planks. Even the windmill is not built yet. Yeah, because we are missing planks. Let's open another lumber mill. And I have one more unemployed. Screw it, let's open 2. While we have power, let's keep crafting. And a new scavenger flag is working. He will make a, you know, I don't know what I was going to say, but he will get rid of these ruins rather quickly. I have again too many stuff stuck in my head, and it is colliding with everything else, and then I stop speaking, or I talk like a robot then. You definitely notice, I guess. Doesn't matter. What matters is the progress of the beaver civilization. We have currently 36 beavers, and my storage was calculated for 35 beavers and a 100-day drought, or a bad tide, it doesn't matter, for 100 days. And together with this reservoir we can... let's say we can survive like 150 maybe? But the top, what we can endure... well, what can happen, not endure, is 120 days. At least I think that's what I set up initially. I think I should work a little bit on expanding the zipline network so we can get around the map more efficiently. There isn't really an option for us how to make power throughout the drought, except for the windmills. Yeah, I should invest into the big windmills and later the batteries. At least bunch of batteries we will need. Maybe I can even build it somewhere here. But no, let's keep it close to the industry, so I don't need to build the power shafts all the way around the map. This will be cheaper to leave it here and more convenient. I don't even care that much for cheaper, it will be more convenient to do it that way. And we are out of power. We just need 6 more planks and this large windmill will be ready. But that will not save us miraculously. We'll need many more. Many more windmills are needed, Mjord. What are you still doing here? Oh, you are still gathering some rubbish that I missed, I guess. Alright, stop wasting your time. There's still plenty of stuff that needs to be done. And look at this, we have this new bridge built. It wasn't really necessary, but I like building stuff, if you didn't notice already. Ah yeah, lovely coffee. And a beaver city. Ah, you see, this is what I was talking about. While the small windmills weren't working, the large one was working. Even with the lower output, but it was working. So we definitely need more large windmills. So this will be our new array. And will be connected like this. So we can have this road here and have an access to everything. And then I will just reconnect them maybe here and get rid of the small ones and start rebuilding them. But first build those big ones. Oh, our well-being is at 18, 19. Okay, at night it will go up to 21. You know what? Let's lower our working hours to only 15. So our beavers can have a little bit more leisure time. And I'm increasing the workers here in the farmers, as they are not really gathering the sunflower seeds, as there was only one farmer working all the time. Yeah, let's gather those lovely sunflower seeds. They are very tasty and nutritious. We have plenty of trees up here, so let's swap the lumberjack and forester for these two. Ooh, 2 large windmills were built. Perfect for our industry. We should have enough power right now. Yes, we do. And the storage for metal blocks is full. Yeah. I can fit only one large pile here. So maybe I'll do a bunch of small ones. Because I want to hold some metal. And some paper. But I need a small warehouse for that. Paper and what else? And more treated planks. Yeah, it's not the most efficient, but I don't care. Let's do it. 2 are for paper, 2 are for gears. Yes. And these 4 just for the metal blocks. And I have even 4 builders. I don't really need 4 builders. Let's over to 2. Yes, let's have another lodge built. Let's have another lodge. Let's build a lodge. One here. I was tempted to build two, but let's go still slowly, rather than quickly. Let's build one. Slow and steady. Oh, I have two injured beavers. Don't I have a medical tent? Or maybe I have only one. Yeah, let's build a few more. Two, where I can squeeze few here. One, two. Here, let's build some decoration. I don't have any scarecrow. Let's build one there. Okay, we have now 2, 4, 5 of the large windmills. The sixth one will be soon to finish, and now it was just done. So plenty of power. Now the only issue is that we have no batteries. Maybe I should build at least a few, but there isn't really a good spot for them. Maybe I should build them on platforms. Like here. But on platforms. As I don't have explosives, I can't really dig down, which would be really useful now. Can I build a path across this? No, it is too close. Maybe here? Yes, okay. I can go through here. No problemo. That would be expensive. Let's go and build them from this bridge here. Natural bridge. 400 science. Yeah, unlock. It will not be the best, but it will be the best that we have, right? So at least 2 batteries for start. It will not be much, but as I already said, it will be a start. We will add more batteries as we go. How we are doing? We are doing alright. Ooh, wellbeing 22. Lovely. I just need more treated planks. But currently we don't have enough beavers, but we have 5 kids, so the population growth is slow and steady. And that's how we like it. And 5 days to go to the end of the drought. But I don't need to do any adjustments really. I hope for a bad tide next season so we can, so we will have enough power to keep manufacturing everything what we need constantly. But as soon as we have these batteries, and even more later, that will not be an issue anymore. Well, maybe only a small issue. Maybe I should pursue the explosives. But first, we need to unlock the observatory, 1000 science. And it requires power, so it should be built somewhere close to the power so I can connect it easily. And that is easily accessible because 4 beavers needs to be working there. How's this road? This road is alright. I can build it. Yeah, up here. So we will have a new road here. Staircase. And the road connected. And here we will just then destroy this one piece and connect it to the... Oh, I can do it now. Yeah, because it is going down to the water wheels. And here, let's have this connection. Let's build that. And we will have our observatory. And we just need 10 pine resin, gears, and 80 planks. Yeah, a lot of planks. Well, since we are starting to be doing well, I'm thinking about maybe slowly moving my city center, well, the district center, somewhere else. I know that I just built these windmills here and everything, but maybe having a center of the settlement somewhere else. Maybe somewhere here. This is more flat here around, except for, this land where the water will be flowing. Or maybe just build the farms here for ever-growing population. Anyways, I need to expand the zipline network, but I'm thinking about how to do it nicely. For now, we are building the large water tank. Yes, another one. We will need those. And I'll keep thinking about what to do with the colony, where to move it. As this is becoming a little bit too, crowded here. We can go slowly down here. Yeah, I have already this station here. So maybe we should just go down here. Let's build a few staircases here. To gain an access to this area again. Yes, like this. The drought ended. Lovely. Release all the water. So we will get an access here. Build down here another station. And let's start spreading the settlement this way, I guess. We will get rid of these trees. We can plant more food here. And this looks like a good location to grow a spider dock. As I just need to cover, from this side with the levees. But I would need to proof it with contamination barrier against the bad water. This will need more thought. But if we need to grow more food, we can always do it down there. Right now, it seems that we need more logs. So how we are doing here? One lumberjack, second lumberjack. Let's open this one. I have only 2 builders, so I don't want to lower that even further. Oh, let's swap it down there, yeah. 2 lumberjacks here and a forester. Ooh, 7 unemployed suddenly. What happened? Ah, yeah, the hauling post is flooded. That's what happened. Okay, that's fine. That was just temporary. How we are doing? Plenty of paper right now. Okay, so we don't need to be making more at the moment. Let's keep making rather more gears and planks. And we have 37 beavers. Oh, this is overflowing a little bit. Yeah, this needs to be lowered. Let's go at 160. I can always increase it higher by the end of the wet season. I can expand the... I can build a massive dam here. And redirect this bad water elsewhere. I can make a separation somewhere here. Because I'm thinking that I will want to make power throughout the bad tide. And I can block it here. Because right now I have those power wheels here. So if I move them up here and block this stream and this one, this can keep green and not contaminated. And I can just build some levees from this side to keep this safe from the contamination. That doesn't sound that bad, right? Here I will need just a few levees and floodgates, mostly floodgates, to push the water this way. And then having water wheels all the way here. So that means a little bit further. Yeah, let me try to plan this a little bit. Yeah, there is plenty of room for that. Like, look at that. We can have 3 right here. Here 4. It will not be the nicest, but can definitely make it. I can make the 3rd one here because I will not be able to connect it. Let's try figuring this out. How we would be able to do it. With the connections, of course. Okay, that would be from 4 wheels here. And we have 6 only here. So that would be 4, 6, 8 already. And it's not really that difficult. We just need to be mindful of the bad water here. But we can always build it from the bridges, overhangs, platforms, whatever, so they don't need to go down here and risk to be contaminated. Yeah, this could work, definitely. And it will work. I will make it happen. This will not be our nicest build, but it will be functional. And here we will have all the connections that are needed. And the drought is approaching again. So I guess we will not try the upgraded dam here. Well, upgraded sluices for the bad water. Because the dam is incoming. Damn. Drought is incoming, damn it. So at least we maybe can start working on this. Yeah, we will not be able to use it, of course, throughout the drought, but at least when there is those long bad tides, we'll be able to harness all that power. Together with the large windmills. Oh, they started working on the batteries, finally. My poor two builders. Building everything around the colony. I will wait for the drought, let's see how long that will take, and then I will build another lodge to increase the population. Again, maybe I should unlock the new houses too. But first, it would be better if we have this observatory built. So let's try prioritizing that. Prioritize that, get rid of the inventors as we will not need them anymore. And this can be repurposed for growing more sunflowers. Yeah, they are nice to look at and very delicious. You know what? Screw it. Let's build that new lodge right now. I want more beavers. And I want them now. Oh, ho, 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 look at that. Here we are. 118-day drought. The longest one so far. It's not the fullest, 120, but very close. Yeah, we should be perfectly fine. I've done some calculations. We need around 16,000 water for our beavers, and we are storing 14,000. So we need to pump only around 2,000 water to survive. But we will be pumping throughout the whole season, and I will be adding another water tank. I see I can squeeze 2 more here, so let's do that. And have them as a priorities. How we are doing with gears. Yeah, we are lacking on gear a little bit. But everything else should be fine. Well, I didn't check the metal box, how we are doing there. 130, perfect. So we can build these two rather quickly. And that would be nice. Because this will completely evaporate around days 70 days past, I guess. This water will be gone. So we need to keep pumping and storing that water into tanks, where the evaporation has no power. So let's pause the scavenger for now, let's say. And 1 lumber mill. And I would like to have 2 more builders. Yeah, we have already 2 workers in the observatory. That's perfect. We will have more science. But for now, let's pause it. Let's have more builders, rather. And do these water tanks first. That has a priority. We are doing alright with wood down here. Let's pause one of the lumberjacks. We don't need that many right now. Yeah, we need more gears. But 2 gear workshops are working constantly, and we have suddenly 3 unemployed beavers. That's nice. So open the observatory again. Have at least 2 of the... You know what? Let's keep it open non-stop, but let's lower the workplace priority, as I had on inventors before. And I see that we have our first battery built, but still there is no connection to them, and we need to build the other one too. Okay, that's for later. Right now, the water tanks needs to be built. Come on, you can do it. And we have that new launch. That means I need to recalculate a little bit. So we now have around 41 beavers. 41, 118 days, that's around almost 17,500 water. A lot of water. And that doesn't take into account our fluid dumps. But they shouldn't use that much water, as they are keeping only these wells, filled up. So they're barely using that free water throughout the day, I guess. Oh yeah, 115 days to go. This will be a long haul. I'm glad that I started building these large windmills. Otherwise it would have been much worse. And when they are done with those tanks, we need to start working on building more windmills, as more power is required. 115 days, this will be a very long season. That's like 3-4 normal seasons. I will maybe can try to grow the population even a little bit, even throughout the drought, but that depends on our water levels. But I will not be pushing it too much. Better be safe than sorry. Oh, both of our new water tanks were built, perfect. So we can store now 17,100 water. Great. And now the builders can focus back on building these batteries. The connection is being built. This battery is just not yet connected, as this one is not finished. Yeah. More gears are needed. And we have now enough beavers to be running the observatory fully staffed. But they don't have enough power. Well, not surprised there. Now they have enough power when we have more wind. So we have 1600 science, 1700 just like that in a couple of days. And we have even one unemployed beaver. That's very good. Employ him as a farmer, yeah. So our farms are now fully staffed. Maybe I can increase the storage for carrots, bread and grilled potatoes, now that we are growing the population ever more. So you know what? Let's expand these storages that we have here already. I can build a staircase like this. And then go around. And have 3 more storages here. And that will be exactly carrots, bread and grilled potatoes. And we have another 2 unemployed. Good, good, good. I have nowhere to send them right now. Let's open this forest, as there are some trees that needs to be replanted. In this, I'm not growing trees here. Let's get rid of all of this. And you know what, down here, let's irrigate this area and start growing maple trees and chestnut trees. So I will need to block this area. Or maybe, no, I will need to block this one. And push the bad water outside, yes. Fortunately, this is a very small channel. So just maybe 1-2 levees should be enough to block it all completely. And then, yes, let's go with the project that I mentioned before. Let's build the floodgates here. Or maybe do the sluices. Yeah. Do the sluices so I can have it automated. 4 sluices, levees. 4 sluices, levees. I'm just checking if there are no other path around that. No, this should be fine. And this will be letting out only the water. And it will be closed if it is contaminated. And the contaminated water can go through here. And then we can build a levee here. Just in case of a, backflow. And then I will have an irrigation station somewhere here in the middle. And I can grow maple trees and chestnut trees. And we will have 2 more food sources for us. Let's do it. And all these dead birch trees, I'll just get rid of them. They are not really worth to be chopped down. I don't care for them. I never did. But first, these sluices and the levees needs to be built. So let's wait for that. Pause this. This is not that important, right? Don't build this. Let's put this on a higher priority. And this was already finished, these levees here. Okay. And our batteries are ready, and they are hooked up. Perfect. And fully charged. They are holding 16,000 and 18,000 beaver power hour. It's not much, but it is the beginning of the greater future. And here somewhere I will want 3x3 irrigation. It takes a lot of space, but it is necessary. I can build a fluid dump here and forester on top. Yeah, forester should be able to reach most of the area. And next to it will be a fluid dump. Like this. You have your jobs. Now, make it so. Engage. Warp 9. Well, with my 4 builders it will be more like Warp 3. Oh, we are down to 35 adult beavers. No more workers in an observatory. It doesn't matter, we have 2800 science. Let's lower our farmer workers to 2. That should be enough. And now we are missing only 3 workers. Yeah, only here in observatory. That's okay. And look at this. This dam was finished. So the next season this will be releasing only clear water. And all the bad water should go this way. This is blocked to be safe from a backflow. Up here this is blocked. So the bad water should be pushed out this way. Anyways, most of it was already going out of the map this way. So that should be done, and now we are just waiting for this to be built and we can start growing those trees. If we have enough beavers, but we have 6 kids, we have officially 42 beavers. And we can have even more, and we will have more. I'll make sure of it. Alright, finally they started working on this area here. We need that irrigation well to be built. But my poor 4 builders, as I've said many times before, it takes them forever to do it. But they will make it. They will make it. I believe in them. They built many bigger projects than this one. So yeah, they can do it. And I forget the road. Yeah, I was wondering why this isn't connected. And now more food will be stored. We are a little bit safer now. Again. The levees are almost finished. Only one more piece to go. And prioritize the fluid dump, please. And I will need another beaver to be working there. Fortunately, we are still growing the population. So it shouldn't be an issue. Or maybe I can take one from the holding post. Someone is already working there. Let's have it on the highest priority. He will stay there forever. He will never leave his post. And now, let's go for the chestnut trees. So let's have it all the way like this. And let's see if I put down the gatherer flag. Yes, they will be able to reach it. Okay, so that will be chestnut trees. Let's have here a little bit more. And then down here I will make maple trees. Okay, these gatherer flags can be paused. They are not that important right now. And down here, maple trees please. Okay, further it is not even irrigated anymore, so this will be fine. More maple trees up here. And I will just need one more bakery. It will be a long time until we can make maple pastries or the grilled chestnuts, but we can prepare for that time. So I will have a new bakery here, and I will find a spot for one more grill. And I will need storage for those resources. Yeah, let's get rid of these dead trees up here. And I will build some storages up here. This will be our storage area. It already kinda is, so let's just keep expanding it. So here, a few new storages. This will be all for the raw chestnuts. I don't know if I will be producing that enough, but let's raw chestnuts and... Wait, yeah, maple syrup is being stored in a tank, not here. Okay, so let's have this medium tank for the maple syrup, yes. And this will be for the produce, that will be grilled chestnuts and maple pastries. Alrighty then. This bakery doesn't need to be working now, and that will be for maple pastries. And you know what, maybe we can build a few new stations to connect all of this. I have one station here, and where to build the second one? How we are doing with metal? Yeah, we need more scrap metal, it seems. Yeah, let's unpause the scavenger flag. And that new station. I can get rid of some of the carrots. Yeah, let's get rid of them. These 6, so that will be a new station there. And then a new station here. Up here. It's a little bit too far away to connect. But we can fix that with a pylon. Yeah, pylon up here can save that. Or maybe this zipline beam. It's the same cost. Yeah, this is too far away. 2 meters. Damn it. Okay, never mind. We will have that pylon. Here. No, that's too close. Let's have that pylon here. Connect, connect. Perfect. So that will be a shorter route. And here I will have that new grill. And that will be for grilled chestnuts. But first, our lovely trees need to grow up. Ooh, water levels are really low. Okay. We need to unpause the water level pump and keep pumping from there. Yeah. Our dam wasn't this low for a very long time, but well, this is the longest drought we've ever had. So that's why. And we can start working on a new water tank. Why not? We need an obscene amount of them. Well, need. I want an obscene amount of them. So let's build a new one. Oh, all the trees were planted, so we don't need this forester to be running constantly. We have 2 unemployed beavers. Well, we've had 2 unemployed beavers. 2 of them died of old age just in a second ago. Okay, these trees are completely gone here. So let's move the lumberjacks down here. And together with the forester, yeah. I'm swapping between these 2 fields constantly. We are doing alright with the food. Great. And even the flour, we have 1,000 flour and 1,100 potatoes stored as an emergency. And these ruins are disappearing rather quickly, and I don't like that. So, let's start preparing for the mine. Not building it yet, but preparing. 4,000 signs. Okay, let's unlock it. We will need 200 treated planks and 350 gears. I don't even have a storage for that. So let's go and increase the storage for gears. Storage for gears. I will start with that. Into our storage area. Here, let's have a stairs. And have, this is 200 capacity. Let's have 2. Right now we can store 120 only. Okay, so yeah, let's have 400 storage for gears. That will be for gears. Treated planks we are not manufacturing at the moment, as I need to open the tapper shack. You know what, let's pause one lumberjack, open the tapper shack, and I need one more beaver. So let's pause one lumber mill and open the wood workshop. And I will have a large pile somewhere here. Yes, that's directly here for the treated planks, as we will need 200 of those. And let's start filling those storages. So then when time comes, we will have all that we need. And I will need to enclose this bad water source too. And that will cost us 2000 science. Perfect. Unlock. 100 planks, 200 gears, 100 metal blocks. Yes, I have 140 storage for metal blocks. Okay, so we can do that. And here are another ruins that we can reach later. But first, let's just have a bridge here. This small one. So we can cross it to the other side and keep gathering there. Yeah, there is like 60, 100, 135, yeah, around 150 scrap metal there. So that's a good amount. And when that's gone, we will go and gather all these ruins that are here. We can always expand the zip line a little bit here. And I guess that will need to be done, as this is kinda too far away. But we will see later. For now, I just need to build stairs down. It will not be that bad. It will be red, but not that terrible. Okay. And we are, yes, losing water. So, I said when this will be dried completely after 70 days passed. And so far, around only 60 days passed. But there are still 2 blocks. No, that's one last height block of water. So this will be soon gone, unfortunately. And that always makes me a little bit nervous. Maybe I will start working on expanding the dam again. But which way? We can't really go higher. That would be too expensive, I guess. Maybe I can build here another dam. But then I would need to build again pumps here, which is a little bit inconvenient. I would rather expand this already existing dam. Maybe I should really go for the explosives and start digging down a little bit. And I forget that there should be... Yes, there are ruins too. I forgot about this. Yeah, there is plenty of metal down here. So we can collect that. If I just only always forget about it. Okay, so there is still plenty of metal before I need to build a mine. Good to know. Now I'm still thinking how to expand the storage of water here. The easiest way, or the more straightforward, will be just to expand this all the way here somewhere. Or maybe go wider. I'm not sure yet. I think I will keep expanding this. Let's do something big and stupid. And then later, when we have explosives, we can get rid of these pillars here and make it hold a little bit more water. So I will be next unlocking the bad water pump. We can unlock it right now. And then explosives factory, 400 science, and a dynamite, 600, yeah. And then the next 2. And we will need an extract, of course. So centrifuge, 600 science. But for now, Let's go and try expanding the dam. That will cost a lot of wood, but as I said before, we can always grow more trees, so no problem. Let's spend those logs. And let's do it big and stupid. Let's continue from here. This will be truly an mega project, not a mini mega project as I'm calling these smaller builds. This will be really a mega project. And we need to get down here to get rid of these trees. We can use those oaks for the construction. So that means let's build staircase down. And get it down, down, down. Here. They can get all the down here. And then have a large pile here. And a lumberjack. Or two. Getting rid of these oaks. Dead oaks here. It will not be some insane amount of wood, but still that can help with the construction. So let's first build these staircases down. With this storage and lumberjacks. And maybe another 2 stations. We have a station here. Let's have another station close by. Up here. Yes, and then go down here like this. Maybe turn it around. No, that will be good. This will be good, and it will be connected like this. And then we can have even staircase or maybe platforms here, so they can reach all the way there, and that should help with the speed of the construction. Whatever, first let's build those stations. We need to grow. And we don't have any kids, and we are at 38 beavers. That's not good. Do I need to build some single lodges? All of them are kinda full. I've seen only 2 empty slots, 3. Oh, okay, we have 4 empty beds. So maybe they will have some children. But they are kinda oldish, so I'm not sure. Anyways, I'm too scared to grow the population right now, as we are running out of water in our reservoir. So we will endure, even with a lower number of beavers. Look at this. The chestnut trees are already grown up. And they are growing up those chestnuts. Hell yeah. We are finally getting somewhere. Somewhere good. I'm going to speed things up a little bit. This will take forever. Forever and a while. But when the station is done, the travel time will go rapidly down. And the dam is officially dried out. Look at that. They can't pump anymore. And we have almost 18,000 water stored. So we should be alright. Let's pause the pumps. This is the first time in a very long time that the pumps are paused. Okay, these will be logs. But this will be set up to supply. We have 2 lumberjacks open. Let's pause these here. Let's pause this forester. Lumberjacks are stopped. Only these 2 here are working now. And of course we have a stranded beaver, because why not? He's a stupid dum-dum. Let's build him those platforms so he can get away from there. Damn it. Idiots. And now the logs will be disappearing. And we can chop down even these down here. They are further away, but it's just a temporary workplace here, so it's okay. Yeah, I should have set up this to obtain, not to supply, as I had it before, because I need those logs close by here for the construction. And they chopped down all the trees they had in their area here. Yep, they are done. So let's open... there was one lumberjack still open here. So let's turn on the forester to replant all these trees. And we need a lot of logs. So let's have both of these foresters running and addition of lumberjack. So we will go all the way like this. Yeah, that will be insane amount of levies. But I like building these insane builds. If you watched any of my previous videos, you may know this already. Yeah, all the way there. This will take us maybe those 50 days to finish, because I have a feeling we will use all the logs that we have available. Since I have unlocked the bad water pumps, we have an access to this area here, where the bad water is flowing throughout the wet season and bad tides. So I'm going to build, let's say, 2 these bad water pumps. They have what? They have really that small reach? Only 2? Ah, right, yeah. I'm playing as a folktale. I always forget. I played too much with the Iron Tate, so I always get that confused a little bit. Let's have another staircase here to shorten the route. So I will be pumping out bad water from here. We will need and storage for that. Yeah, the tank can be right next to them. This medium one will be enough. That will be for bad water. And then later I will build a centrifuge somewhere in our industry. Plus the... Of course, we will need that explosives factory. But for all of that, I will probably need to grow the population again a little bit. And look at this, they are doing really great job. But we are down to 50 logs. So maybe, you know what, let's pause the builders for now. Let them have a rest. And let's gather the logs, the stockpiles, back again. And then we will continue with the construction. To not deplete our resources too much. And look at this lovely site here. Oh yes, they're already grown up. Okay. I need to turn on the gatherer, at least one for now, as I'm lacking beavers. And he is prioritized, so the chestnuts will be delivered by the haulers to the storage. And then later I will open the grill. The dam is completely dry. Now 36 days to go, and this lumberjack can be destroyed as there is nothing else to chop down. Well, there are about 3 oaks left, but that doesn't matter. And here, let's close this. And of course I will need a floodgates somewhere. So let's say have them here. Double floodgates should be enough. Oh, we have 600 logs, okay. Let's turn on the builders back again and continue with the construction. And we have still 14,000 water and 32 days to go. Oh, our storage with the chestnuts is completely full. And I forget, for maple syrup I need tapper shack, not the gatherer flag. Yeah, the gatherer will not be... Yeah, okay. So I need to redo this a little bit. Yeah, let's move this gatherer flank here. And tapper shack, where are ya? Yeah, I will need one here. So I need to get rid of these 3 maple trees, unfortunately. Okay, they've done it. And now tapper shack, highest priority. Thank you. Okay, let's slow the speed a little bit for a while. We have a plenty of metal, so let's pause the smelter. And I will open the chestnut grill. Chestnut grill. Gears, plenty of gears. Let's pause the gear workshop for now. Blank, so let's keep running 1 lumber mill and 1 gear workshop. That should be enough. We have still lacking 2 workers. Let's have this gather on the highest priority. The exact will go for the tapper shack. And open a new bakery. So we will be lacking a bunch of workers. These 2 lumberjacks can be paused as the trees are growing. Let's unpause this one. Okay. And the construction continues. And they need a road here, and I will need a bunch of platforms to be able to build everything. Ooh, wellbeing 23. They get their delivery of grilled chestnuts, I guess. 24 wellbeing. Hell yeah. Okay, these all will need to be built. And with 4 builders, that will take some time. But even if I had more builders, we will run out of the logs sooner than it is finished. This will require a lot of that. Okay, let's see the satisfaction. We did maple pastries. Okay, and grilled chestnuts, yes, plus 2 points from just that. Perfect. And soon it will increase even more a little bit when the maple pastry satisfaction will be fully satisfied, or whatever it is. Fully delivered. Yeah, this is going well, and we have 40 beavers constantly. Well, 35 adults, but this is more lively now. It is not so dead as it was before. Ooh, wellbeing 25. Let's go. And these are our last ruins here. So next I will be moving it down here. This is still connected to the network, so that's nice. I can't build a storage here, but I can have a scavenger flag here later. Wellbeing 26 even. We are really doing great. Just don't get too cocky. It still may end really badly if next wet season will be like 3 days long. So that's why I'm trying to get as much water as possible to be constantly pumped and stored into a water tanks, and never go to 0 or very close to 0, because then if the wet season happens to be only 3 days long, we have nowhere near time to pump these tanks fully, not even to half, and then it will hit us with another drought or bad tide, maybe even with a longer one, and then we are dead, kaput, done forever. So that's what I'm trying to avoid. This is really massive. And with explosives, we will be able to blast all of this inside and make it more usable. More water will be stored here, but that will take probably another season to build this. Yeah, it's taking forever. But anyways, I will be leaving the episode here. I think it was a blast. It's really going well. We have almost 40 beavers at all times. I will be expanding the population even further, as much as we can. There is plenty of water on the map. We just need means to pump a lot amount of water in a short period of time, fill our tanks, and then we can have even 200-300 beavers here, as there are plenty of water sources. So yeah, that will be plan in the end, to build like small megalopolis, a nice megalopolis, when all the beavers are happy. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoy this series. Please subscribe, push that like button, and I will see you in the next one. Have a nice day. Bye bye.